difference between him? Was Coach Coley a little more vocal or what?
No, I wouldn't say vocal. Coach Cole's personality more of an outgoing type of guy anyway. But no, Coach Hank, laid back, cool. He's very vocal, but he's just more business, and he tell you how it is, and he just want the work done.
Is he very hands-on? He's a guy who's been a receivers coach basically his whole career, and I know Coach Coley's kind of moved around.
Right. Yeah, Coach Hank, he played receiver, so that's what he do. So he's he in the comfortable position where he at. He definitely hands-on and running routes, showing us like how to get down, sinking hips and stuff like that. So he do stuff like that to help us out, and we thankful for that. And Coley, in a better spot where he at with the quarterbacks and stuff like that.
We were talking to Charlie earlier, and he was talking about how the Mecole this spring is a lot different than last spring. Do you feel that yourself? I mean, do you feel like you've grown up a lot as a receiver?
Oh, yeah, of course. Going through a whole season, at a spot you're not comfortable at, that you gain comfortable with, and just doing that. And now with the spring, with different, experiences on and off the field, so you get better and comfortable at your position, and just get better as it goes.
Kirby kind of singled you out recently as one of the three guys, I guess, there in that receiver group that has a lot of confidence, a lot of presence, and a lot of, I guess, experience as well. I mean, what do you expect of yourself there in that receiving corps now that you're a junior and kind of a returning starter?
Leadership, definitely is a big key. With the guys coming in and guys, just trying, get on the field and play. Trying to lead them guys in the right way and be that person to show them how to do things. And now with the season under my belt, I kind of got some leeway on how to do things and how to get in and get out and relaying that to other guys.
How settled do you feel at receiver? Last spring you were kind of, I don't think you were officially a receiver even though you played there most of the spring. How different does it feel? Do you feel like you're a fixture there in that wide receiver room?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel in place. I feel like where I'm supposed to be at. And definitely, being a set position, you can put your mind on, just receiving and doing what you're supposed to do.
What was your grasp of the playbook and routes and everything versus what it is now?
I had a pretty good grasp of the playbook last year, but this year is like, you just keep learning it over and over, and once you get it down like you got it now, you can, start putting a little flavor to it of your own, and kind of playing it like to yourself, like playing how you're supposed to play,
When you say put a little flavor, what do you mean by that?
Well, in the playbook you got lines, and it tell you your route, but on the field you coming out first, you try to run out like that, but now that you know it, you can do different releases, stems, and not necessarily like how it's drawn up. So when you're comfortable doing that, coaches give you more free way to do a lot more things.
And how much of that goes with the chemistry with Jake? I mean, I guess y'all would have to be on the same page if you're gonna do something.
Of course,
right.
Jake knows what's going on. It's coming film and practices. I might do something different that he haven't seen. And he's like, okay, do you do that? I'm like, yeah. So now he know like I could possibly do this and do that. So that's when the chemistry just keep growing as practice goes on.
When do you think it really started to click with you as a receiver, through that learning curve last year?
Missouri game. Missouri game came because before that, man, I don't know what was going on. I was dropping things. I couldn't get open. I'm like, dang. But after that Missouri game, I don't know. I guess it just clicked. And after that, I think I had a good thing going for myself.
Is it reasonable to expect with Jake being a year older and the wide receiver group kind of being a strength of the team that you guys would throw the ball more?
I mean, that's what we hope as a receiver unit. But then again, you got 5 horses back there behind Jake that can run that thing just as good as anybody in the country. So hats off to them too. So if you want to run that thing, run that thing. If it's working, I'm not gonna stop nothing that's not broke. So, but definitely want to throw the ball a little bit more. Jake got more freedom to make calls and more checks out there. And as a receiver, we got more more confidence and seeing stuff and seeing Jake and trusting Jake in what he calls.
You think Cheney's gonna hook up his boys at the tight ends room now?
The tight end is definitely a big part of our offense anyway, though. With Isaac, Charlie, and Jackson coming back, that's a strong group as well, and we definitely gonna try to give them the ball, as much as we can.
It's early in the spring, but you guys have been working since January. What's your early description of the personality of this team right now?
We still developing that personality. We starting right now, so I mean, I think we're gonna be all right. So we just got to get it at the end of spring. By the time spring going, we'll know exactly what that is.
As a recruit, how much did G-Day have an impact on you, and how much do you think it has on the guys who will be visiting that weekend?
It starts with the fan base. When you see 93K were really more than that. And at the spring game, it opened your eyes up a lot of like, our fans and our fan base. But just seeing, the coaches out there interacting, and the players competing against each other, it makes you want to be part of that and be out there, and be part of what we got going on. So it's definitely a big impact on a lot of recruits that's come.
Well, regarding your confidence, how much did the way you played in the national championship game help amplify that heading into this season?
A lot of momentum, especially on a big stage like that against a great team. When you do stuff like that, it boosts your confidence to a whole new level, and it just get motivation behind you going into the spring, and trying to get back to that spot.
There seemed to be something about Mercedes-Benz Stadium for you. I mean, that Auburn game, you had a few big plays in that game, especially on third down. I mean, what was it? Was there something that happened late not just after the Missouri game, but you became like a priority target in the biggest situations late in the season, especially on third down? What do you think allowed you to do that?
I mean, third down, coach calls you numbers, and on those deep third downs, you just want to, make the play. But Jake making great throws, and you just gotta get open. So once that happened, just to try to make the play. But it definitely caught on my number a lot lately in the season. That's just far me growing up and get more comfortable, and they get more comfortable, calling plays for me.
I know last year early you had a few drops. What does it say to the fact that they stuck with you, like you said, kept feeding you the ball and kept giving you opportunity to kind of get over whatever you might have been affecting you right there early?
I guess, I had it early. It was early for me, I guess, but they trusted in me. They kept, working with me in practice and just kept having faith in me, and in the end, it paid off.
How confident were you? Did you see any shots that prove exclusive without question that you didn't step out of bounds on your long touchdown run? Did you see any white get under your shoe at all?
Well, in the game, the referee called it a touchdown, so that's why I'm gonna keep that at it, straight touchdown. But it was a good play. I watched it plenty of times, but what I come to the conclusion is that it was the closest you can get to out of bounds. That's how I see it. So
yeah.
I don't know.
The coaches having new roles. Coley did quarterbacks, new receivers coach, Chaney did tight ends. Have you noticed how much does that change your all side of the field during practice?
Changes. You got to get used to it because you so used to Coley for a whole year, but when you get another guy in, but it don't change nothing. We still strong as a unit for sure, and Coley still interact with us because he was the quarterback. So we not losing somebody that we had. It's not like he went somewhere else. He's still around, and so we're not stressing over there. We straight in our receiver room, and we strong as ever. So
on the field, I know you're not in the other meeting rooms, but on the field, does it look like Chaney is also still working with quarterbacks a little bit? Is it kind of a committee calling plays sometimes, or how's that working?
I mean, Chaney the OC, so he's with everybody, receivers, tight ends, quarterback. At the end he gonna have the overall say, but Chaney, he trusting Coley and Coach Hank to do their thing. So I think Coach Chaney more laid back now, and just let everything play itself out. So it's good because he giving the quarterback and Coley and them more freedom to do things that they can do.
You guys lost Javon, but you have top 3 wideouts after him, I guess, back. And how are the guys looking behind you also?
Oh, we got great players behind us. Like I said, every receiving room strong, with guys like Matt Landers and J.J. Holloman on the outside, big bodies, that can, bring that presence that Javon Williams brought, But we got a lot of players in that room that can play, and if one of us, to get tired of something, put somebody else in, it's like we're not losing anything because all them guys can play.
Do you expect your versatility to be used a little more this season, maybe a little more Wildcat, or do you think that was just kind of the occasional thing last season?
I mean, I hope, I'm doing the plays that's called, but, they want to put some packages in for me in the Wildcat or, some more, jet sweeps to use me. I'm all for it, I'm going to make the best of my opportunities and get the job done.
You talked about that out of bounds thing. What about that game? How long did it linger? Does it still linger with you the way that ended?
Yeah, it's not gonna stop until we get back. So that's very. I think all these guys think when we got there practice, we practice for a reason. And when you lose a game like that, you don't lose it until you get back to that spot and actually and win it, So that's all we think. That's our motivation for this year, and we're gonna keep it as a motivation. And we're just gonna try to do our best, and get better each and every day to get back to where we was.
Is that on display at all? I noticed talking to some other guys, y'all seem okay talking about that game and the way it ended. Are there any remembrances of that game and how it ended, like in a locker room or anything, or is it just in your minds and talking about it?
it's just motivation. We don't linger on it. We don't try to get down on it. We just look at it and just know it's motivation. So everything we do is because like the motivation we get from that game. Because it's like now that you get there and you set the standard for where we at right now. So like you just all you know is like now that the team knows that we got to get back to where we was and just use that motivation. And that's what get us better each and every day.